All right, guys, welcome back. Happy Wednesday. Got my hobby jogger hat on. Shout out Joanna. Today, 9:30 a.m. Normally, by now, it would be like probably a little too hot to work out well, but it's been storming all morning. It's still light rain a bit. I'll show you here. So the weather is actually not too bad. It's low 70s. But now I need to get moving before the sun's going to come out in the next like 90 minutes, and then it's going to get up to 90 pretty quickly. So trying to get this run started. So today, workout wise, we have a VO2 workout. So Jacob said for the rest of the build until we taper we're essentially doing on Wednesdays, we're going to get 20 to 21 miles of total volume in. Not workout volume, just like overall volume with warm-ups, cool down, double. Today that is going to be tough because the workout is only 8x800 at 5K and then 8x300 a little faster. So not a ton of workout volume. It's going to be a lot of warm-up and cool down mileage this morning. And then this afternoon is going to be, just like a 6 or 7 mile easy run. So a lot of just easy running to hit the total volume today, but we'll get it done. This would be a great workout for the track. However, school started today in Louisville, so you are not allowed to be on the tracks during school hours. So we're doing this on the road. We're going to the flattest road possible, Sutherland's neighborhood we work out in a lot, but yeah, would be easier done on the track. But honestly, this is probably a blessing in disguise because the track has been throwing my hips off so bad. Like, I feel so misaligned after a long stint on the track. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Do this on the road. That's our race surface anyway. So anyway, let's get over to Sutherland's, park at the coffee shop, and we'll get started on the warm-up. All right, we are at the Please and Thank You coffee shop across from Sutherland's, our workout neighborhood. This is, if we're going to work out on the road, this is where we go in Louisville, Sutherland's. It is a flat 1.5 mile loop, just through a neighborhood, so never have to worry about stopping, nothing like that. Great situation. It's still raining a bit. I'm probably going to go ahead and just get going. It's more of a drizzle now than a hard rain. It was pouring on the way here, though. For some reason, the last couple days, my hype song for runs and this workout has been "You Found Me" by The Fray. Don't knock it till you try it, trust me. So anyway, today, 8x800, 224 to 226, 8x300, 51 to 54. I have to get 13 or 14 miles in this morning with that workout. And then we have 6 or 7 later to get 20 to 21 on the day. My friend Christian, who you guys have seen on this in videos past, he lives about 5 minutes from here. On his lunch break, he's going to come join me for my cool down, so at least I'll have company for my cool down. But this is going to be a tough session on the road, especially. So I feel like I've only been working out on the track besides long runs. So excited to be back on the road, but think it'll be tough. I was kind of back and forth on shoes because my Achilles felt really good in my Nike Zoom Flies over the weekend, but I think for this session, I need the Metaspeed Edge Tokyos. These are the fastest shoes I have, so gonna try to make it as easy as possible. So we'll see how my Achilles does in them. They have a lower drop. They're a 5mm drop, I believe, versus the Alpha Flies and the Zoom Flies are 10. So maybe the Asics were why my Achilles started hurting in the first place. I don't know. So anyway, let's get a warm-up in. Gonna run straight to the porta potties, take care of business, then we'll start the workout. All right, on my warm-up, my Achilles is always mile 1 of any run or warm-up. Pretty touch and go, and then it loosens up pretty good. So I think that's pretty classic Achilles tendonitis. Anyway, behind me back here, behind one of the houses in this neighborhood, there is randomly a Native American burial ground, and it's this big mound behind someone's house in their backyard. I would not purchase that house. Seems like a recipe for haunted right there. All right, warm up done. We're changing shoes, Metaspeed Edge Tokyos. It's funny how your body knows you're about to work out, and it's just like trying to like empty out your stomach before a workout. Like really before any run, that happens to me. It's so funny. Like my body just knows like, okay, we're about to run. Like let's get you situated. Anyway, it's very humid now. It's probably like 78 degrees, humid, but it's a shorter interval, so we should be fine heat wise. Probably gonna bring my bottle out there somewhere where I can grab it. Achilles feels good after a mile. First mile was tight, and then after that loosened up pretty nicely. So 8x800, 224, 226, 8x300, 51 to 54. That's the plan today. Gonna take a carb fuel before I start. Gonna be out here for 14 miles, so 14 miles. So at that distance, yeah, we need to take at least one gel, make sure we hang on. So let's get into the session. It's starting to absolutely pour again. I thought it was over, but anyway, good thing the skin is waterproof, so we're gonna just dive in. VO2 sesh, let's do it. All right, back home after the workout. I will throw up some workout footage here. This is not from today, prior workout. I didn't have a cameraman there, unfortunately, but waited for the rain to slow down a bit, did the warm up, then got going on the workout. The 800s went very well. I went 226 down to 224. The plan on those was 224 to 226 on the workout, and then each rest was increasing 5 seconds. So we started at 130, got up to 2 minutes rest. So after every interval we added 5 seconds rest, and that culminated with 2 minutes before the last one, which worked out great. As it was getting harder, I was getting more rest, which was excellent. The 300s it's funny, on the roads, 800s are actually easier for me. So usually how I do it on the roads is I go out really hard through 200 and then just like hang on for dear life the last 600. On the track, it's a little more calculated, more evenly paced, because I can see every 200 split. Yeah, on the road, it's just like go out really hard and then hang on. For some reason, that's much easier for me to comprehend mentally. So the 800s went great. Really stoked with that. That was, again, validating that my 5K fitness is in sub 15 shape. And then finish it off with 8x300. That was actually sneaky hard because it was a minute rest between those. Very uncomfortable. Last 50 meters of all of those were just like tightening up. Yeah, tough. So really pleased with the workout. Got in 15 miles total. So I only have to double 5 or so later. My friend Christian came for the cool down, which was great. Helped with the long cool down. One takeaway from today was that I maybe shouldn't be working out too much in the Metaspeed edges right now, just because they have a low drop. So they have a 5 millimeter heel to toe drop, and that is stressing my Achilles out. I feel it like the most for sure wearing those shoes. So maybe I need to stick to the Alpha Flies and Nike Zoom Flies for workouts until my Achilles feels like 100%. So we'll see what I race in Berlin. I wanted to race in the Asics, but if that's going to be higher risk with the Achilles, then maybe I just wear the Alpha Flies. So, I want the shape to be like so good that it doesn't matter what shoe I'm in. I can break 220 at Berlin. So it doesn't matter what shoe I'm in at the start line, truly, as long as it's a super shoe and I can get from A to B with no Achilles issues. That's all I care about. Anyway, back home now. Got to do like 15 plans today. Got podcast later tonight. Got to put out some content, and obviously get some fuel in. So right now I'm doing classic, pretty normal lunch lately. It's just been the rice and ground beef. So simple carbs, protein. So great start to the day with the workout. Get some work in, double podcast, pretty normal Wednesday. All right, happy Thursday. Yesterday was a doozy, 15 miles with a really hard VO2 workout. Then I did 5 more in the evening on the treadmill. Had a great podcast last night, by the way, with Jess Donahue, Q&A episode. Really informational, fun, so excited to drop that one. Today, another doozy of a day. This is a new 20-mile day on the calendar, so in weeks past, Jacob has been giving me 14 to 16 miles on Thursdays for medium long run standard stuff. today I have a 4-mile double with a 16-miler in the morning. So 20 miles back-to-back days. I was looking at the calendar for the rest of the build until we get to taper. So, or like, 3 weeks out from the race maybe. So yeah, it's gonna be a long day. It's warm out. I'll probably do the double on the treadmill again. It's treadmill nice and flat. It's like really good on my Achilles, zero issues. So I'm doing a hillier route today, but right now I'm driving to my old place of work to meet one of my old coworkers. He's going to do half the run with me, so I'm going to try to get 4 or 5 miles in before him. He's going to meet me up for 8 miles, and then I'll close out the run. So it's going to be a long one. It's almost 11 a.m. and maybe should have gone earlier, but baby was up late, so it is what it is. We're going to get it in. Let's do it. All right, back in the car. That was a doozy. 16 miles, 8:27 pace. Not an easy 8:27 pace. Oh boy, it was tough. Ran with my old coworker Brian for 8 miles, which was helpful. Had first 4 solo. Last 4 solo, man, that was a grind. But 60 miles, brutal heat, done. We got 4 easy later. Let's go get some fuel in. All right, post medium long run. Lunch, going with the leftover hot honey pepperoni pizza. Look at this. Homemade hot honey banana dog. Never had pizza with the hot honey. It is a game changer. Highly recommend. Anyway, we got a lot of content to put out today. Not a lot of time to do it. Let's get into it. All right, it is Friday night before long run at midnight. We were getting up at 5:45, so already under 6 hours of sleep. Not looking good. It was a busy, full, but good Friday. But yeah, we're not going to sleep that much. That's okay though. We're used to that. Anyway, this is the lineup before long run for the morning. We got the G1M Sport. Going to add a little bit of electrolytes to that as well, because it's going to be pretty hot out. Going to do a Lara bar, banana before the run. Got 4 carbs fuels. Going to do 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour 30 salted, and then 2 hour mark. We're going 22 tomorrow. Got my inhaler. We're going to go with, this is going to have my G1M Sport in it before the long run. And then during the run, I'm going to have the squeeze bottle here, and then I'm just going to have another plastic water bottle. Going to put those in my truck, and I can grab both of those easily and throw down some water and electrolytes during the run. So that's the pre-run stack. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, for long run shoes, we're going with Super Blast for the warm-up, and then we're going with the Nike Zoom Flies for the workout. So anyway, see you in the morning. All right, Seneca Saturday, 6:30 a.m. Caffeine to the gills right now from the G1M Sport, feeling good. Workout, 8 miles easy, 8 by 1K on off, finished to 22 miles. So the 1K on off's classic Canova. The fast K is 3:15. So I think 105% of marathon pace, and then the off is 90% of marathon pace, 3:50. So yeah, I got 2 guys gonna do it with me. Keaton, 401 miler, who paced the 5K, and then his friend Griffin, who also ran an EKU. I think came down from Frankfurt to do the workout, so should be fun. I actually did this workout leading into McCurdy and did really well on it. It was in the winter though, so it's like 75 and 72 dew points, so different environment. But yeah, I'll definitely like want to compare those 2 workouts and kind of see, just validate the fitness a little bit, because I think if I can hit what I did before McCurdy, then that'll tell me that things were looking good, because I was in good shape before McCurdy. So anyway, we're pulling into the park. Got my gels and stuff. We're essentially going to do the fast stuff on like a half-mile loop on the road, and I'm going to put my bottles on the back of my truck so I can just grab them as we go by, drop them off. So that should work out well. Anyway, let's get to the park. We're a little late. Got to use the bathroom and meet up with the group. All right, we are 7 3/4 into the run. Time for the shoe change. We're going with the Nike Zoom Flies. See if I can grab them here. Gonna put my bottles on the truck as well. Got 2 guys to do the workout with. Keaton and one of his old teammates from EKU, Griffin, is here as well. I hate when I'm so sweaty that my truck like gets gross. I have to like wash it really good after every long run. But anyway, let's get this shoe change going, and then we'll 8 by 1K on off. The ons are 315, offs are 350. So about 5, man, public math. I'm trying to think what pace that is. Like, I don't know, 5 teens, and then like 6:10-ish, I think. Is that right? So anyway, we'll figure it out on the road. Beast. All right, that's Emerson. I coach him, 223 guy at a really hilly course this year, Flying Pig in Cincinnati. Impressive stuff. Anyway, this is the bottle setup right here. So we'll be running down this road, and then I will be able to just snatch my bottles right there, and we'll be good to go. I'll have bottles, got 2 more gels to take in my pants as well, and we're locked and loaded. Got the shoes on. Let's go dark. Man, 22 miles, 6:47 pace. Workout done. We'll talk about it in a sec. Let's see how Brad did. Brad, how'd the workout go? What'd you have today?
I had a death wish. Coach
Yeah,
gave me.
I didn't realize it was gonna be this hot. I felt bad.
Hottest day of the year. Coach gave me 4x5K, where all my friends aren't in town, so we're hitting it solo and grabbing.
You had some help though. You had Ross and Brad.
I actually did. I had
Stod,
Russell was on the bike the first rep.
Caroline.
Stod and Caroline ran 3.
Yeah.
Rotated, so that was nice. It was hard.
I thought you'd blow
really
up,
hard.
but you hit paces, didn't you? Or like
yeah, we hit paces. But the effort at the end was not like.
Oh, I could tell.
I
could tell.
We were in the pain cave.
Yeah.
But we did, and we progressed slightly on each, so I was happy with that.
Yeah. That's all you can ask for in this weather. It was like probably the worst day of the year, I would say.
I think like the first rep was like 6:06, 6:05. The next 2 were like 6:02.
Yeah.
Those ones were the hardest.
Yeah.
Like those ones were like, oh gosh, we have 2 more 5Ks or whatever. And then the last one was like, I feel like it was decent because it was just, this is the last one. You just get it through.
Yeah, well, that's what I always say. It's like the second last one's the one that you have to really work about.
Because the last mile, you just like checked out.
Yeah.
Just like get it done. So.
Yeah.
We got it done. It went done.
All right, all done with the run. Had some weird run-ins today. This one guy like was driving in his we were like running in the park in a bike lane, like bike and pedestrian lane, and this guy like pulls up next to us in his car, and he was like mad, and he goes, "You guys should be wearing some color. You're gonna get hit by a car." And my Keaton was like, "We're in a bike lane. It's the middle of the day, sir. Like, you know what do you want us to do?" And I don't know. That was it. It's a pedestrian and bike lane. It's not just a bike lane. And yeah, that was weird. He was like legit mad at us, so I don't know. And he was chirping at like everyone that was in the lane. Like he'd like go drive up to the next person, tell them. Super weird. Anyway, workout was brutal. We did 8 miles warm up, 8 by 1K on off. The ons ranged from like 312 to 317, and then the offs were between like 345 and 353. So I think overall average pace was correct. We had some up and down on the intervals. It was really helpful having Keaton and his friend Griffin kind of helping me pace. I will say, like by rep 3, it got absolutely like I was overheating really bad, but then I just essentially poured a whole water bottle on myself, and that like cooled down my core temp. Felt way better for 2 reps, got hot again, and then I had a second water bottle, thankfully. Poured that on myself, drank some of it, and like that was the key, is just like getting my core temp down, because it's like 80 degrees and like 76 dew point right now, so it's like brutal. They say the combo of like temperature plus dew point, if it's over 150, that's like dangerous running conditions. And yeah, so it was like a really tough morning, but we got it done. Definitely had some like, we didn't stop at all during the workout. The workout was continuous, but before and after the workout, yeah, like took some time to like collect, change shoes, get fluids, carbs in, stuff like that. I'm not really worried about stoppage time or stopping on the run when it's these kind of conditions. So, and that's advice to you. Don't force, it's okay to stop on long runs if it's disgustingly hot out. So let that be a reminder to people that you don't need to force your way through a long run without stopping when it's hot like this. If you're just stopping for a few minutes at a time, whatever. So anyway, let's go home. I threw a water bottle somewhere out here. I want to go grab it in someone's yard. So I'm going to go do that, go home, and then we got a busy day. I got like 25 plans left. So we got our work cut out today. Let's do it. I hate how nasty, I was saying this earlier, how nasty my car gets after long runs or like workouts when I'm really sweaty. Like I just got my, my shoes down there that are all wet, my water bottles, banana, like my heart rate strap, like I have some like gel residue over here as well. So yeah, it's just nasty. After every long run, I got to get like a rag, like get a rag wet and like get some cleaner and just like clean my car down or it's going to smell horrible. So yeah, it's just how it is every summer. All right, back home, post-run, I went to the coffee shop. There's like a little coffee truck a few minutes from our house, and there was like 5 cars in line, and I was like, I'm not going to wait 30, 40 minutes for this thing. So ended up just going home. Disappointing stuff, but I'll just make my own coffee here. I've been doing this bad habit. Maybe making this video will help me out with it. I've just been like, I grab my banana, but like all my other crap from the long run, I just leave in the car, like for a while, and then I'll like grab it in a few hours. It's a bad habit, but when I get home from the long run, the first thing I want to do is go grab like one of those vintage cola Ollipops and just like throw it back. So gonna go do that. Once I shower, get a little nap in, maybe get the baby situated, I'll come clean out the car. But yeah, right now it's gonna stay how it is. YouTube. Oh. Nice. All right, easy run Sunday, finishing out a 115-mile week, highest I've done since spring. So big week, feeling really good. My Achilles was a little sore after a long run yesterday. No issues during the run really, but today, no issues. So Achilles is on the rise. And weeks prior, months prior, my Achilles would hurt so bad on this Sunday run after long run. So major progress on that front. I just watched Rory win the Canadian half champs and then go through the finish line backwards. I like that celebration, good stuff. The weather is miserable still today, but this week I have a even harder training week, 119 miles. We got a really gnarly tempo run on Wednesday. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a fitness check. And then we have another really long progression on Saturday. So fortunately, the weather's looking a lot better this week. Might have some mid to low 60 temps to work out in. So looking forward to that. All right, happy Monday. Today is a big day in the Striegel household because Mom went back to work today. She's a detective here in the county we live in, and she loves her job, and it was hard for her to go back and leave this little guy, but I am stay-at-home dad mode now. My mom's going to come over and my mother-in-law most days to help me out so I can get stuff done. But yeah, big change happening now. So we'll see how this all goes. The last 2 months and change was really nice having my wife home and spending time as a family before life got real again. So, but now it's time to get real again. She's back at work. So today my mom's coming over in about an hour, gonna knock my run out, and then she's gonna stay until Ashley's home so I can work some. Last week, so update on running last week. Last week was a great week of training. I did 115 miles, my highest of this build, and we did a really good VO2 workout midweek, and then the long run went really well as well. 8x1K on off. The two guys I was working out with on long run were actually training for 63 minutes at Indy Half, so nice to be in that kind of company for the workout and stick with them. Next week or this coming week is going to be tough. 119, 120 mile week. We have a 20K total, like 12 and a half miles of tempo work on Wednesday, and then 24 miles with like 18 progression on Saturday. So it's a really big week of training. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be my highest volume week of the build. So that'll be fun. And yeah, Berlin's getting close. We're over halfway through the block. Achilles is feeling better every week, which is nice. And yeah, I'm starting to, the race is next month. We're in August. The race is in September. So starting to feel pretty real that I'm going to be in Germany racing the fast marathon here soon. So I'm feeling really good about like the goals I have, though. I think once the weather turns, I'll really be able to see what fitness I'm in. But I've hit every workout Jacob's given me. I haven't blown one single workout. So, overall, like I feel really good about the shape. We'll just see how those last like few key long run workouts go. But we're definitely going for sub 220. It's just, do we go for like 218? Do we, play it as safe as possible? Go just sneak under 220. We'll see how the last few workouts go and make a call. I definitely, this race, I just want to secure a good race because I had a really brutal, got the bottle ready here. Boom. I had a really, really brutal spring of marathon racing, and I just need to get a good time on the board. Like any PR would be fine. Definitely under 220, ideally, but need to get a good race on the board. So if that means like running, going through half like just under 70 and trying to run 219 mid to high, or if that means, I'm in really good shape by the time the race is here and I, want to run 218, we'll see. But I just want to get a good one on the board this fall because I need to make that next progression from like my current PR is 222. In order to start like really believing that the OTQ is possible, I need to be under 220. I need to be in the two teens this fall to make it a reality that, I'm getting closer. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts midway through the build. Thanks for watching the video, and wish me luck on the stay-at-home dad journey. It's going to be great. I just got the bottle ready because he was fussy and now he's asleep. So I don't know what to do. Anyway, we'll catch you guys next week.